Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm in the van by myself today. It's because Dawn is in St. George with her dad, but she went thrifting today. So we're gonna have a little battle. She'll probably win. She's going thrifting up in St. George at the DI. I'm gonna try to hit no Goodwills today. I'm tired of Goodwills. I'm gonna try to go to some DIs, at least one, and then maybe a Savers or two DIs. I'm not sure how many DIs there are in Vegas, but I'm gonna do my best to find some deals and not have to overpay for some stuff. So follow along and let's see how we do. I'm gonna show my footage and we're gonna show her footage. You guys be the judge. Who did better? Just a little update from yesterday when I went and got a new card because I had lost my wallet. Remember how I talked about how I'd looked up, how to find a lost phone on my phone? Literally my wallet was in my cargo pocket of the shorts I was wearing. I hadn't checked my cargo pockets. I guess I don't wear them enough. I don't know. It's not, 2009 or whatever. But I didn't realize the wallet was so light because I had so little cash and just a card, I guess. I don't know why I didn't realize that. I realized that today. So yeah, fun story, real fact, slightly embarrassing.
I'm at the thrift store in St. George, Utah without Carrie. He's still in Vegas. And I am here at the DI, one of the best thrift stores in Utah. I don't know how to turn this thing around. I've never done this before. This is the St. George Deseret Industries. Let's see if I can find anything, guys. First section I usually head to is the toy section, and at the DI they dump all the small miscellaneous toys onto the shelves, so you have an opportunity to dig through them and see if you can find anything good. And I have found several good items at this thrift store, but today it doesn't look like there's anything good. This is broken. This would have been cool. It makes noise and it moves, but these are both broke. This one is still $3 even though it's broke, so I'm like, no way, I got to get out of this section. Found this cutie. It's only 25 cents. I had to grab that, and I always check the hat section. Carrie says, check the hat section. So I sent him a voicemail and asked him, hey, should I grab this Dolphins hat? I think it's vintage, but it is a little bit dirty, so I didn't know if he'd be wanting it because of the condition, but it is only $2. He said, yes, grab it. So I looked through the rest of the hats. I didn't find anything, so I went to the glass section. I did find this mug. It's vintage. I didn't find the mate to it, so I didn't see anything else. I looked for mid-century modern, advertisement pieces, anything cool, anything crystal, didn't find anything good. And I went to the Christmas section, and I'm in love with Christmas right now. I love finding vintage Christmas. And this cute little vintage bear is a brand I've never heard of before, and I grabbed it. It did have a $1.50 sticker on it and a 50-cent sticker on it, and they gave it to me for the 50 cents, so I was happy. And then the knickknacks, I did find this cute little jug. It's only $1.50, and it's by a brand I've never heard of before. I did Google search it. It looks like you can get about $10 to $15 for it, so I grabbed it. And then on this knickknack shelf, I found this cute vase. Look at it. This cute little cat pattern. I had to get it. It's only $1.50. It's vintage. It's made in Japan. I could not pass this up. This right here gets me about $10 to $15 as well, but I just love the pattern. Also, I checked the notebooks and stuff, and Retro Toy Envy always talks about this. I always look for Lisa Frank, of course, but there wasn't any of that. There was this Nike Trapper Keeper, and it looks to be in great condition. It looks like it's barely even been used. Still had the folders in it, and it said Trapper Keeper, so I'm going to get it because it's only $2. And I'm going to go through my cart now and see what I want to keep and not keep. So I was going to get this, but it is broken. But it would have been pretty cool, so I'm putting this one back. And this is a Care Bear, and I looked it over some more, and it has a stain on the back of it. One I don't think I can get out. Put that one back. And this big, creepy clown. It's only $1, but it has stains on its face. I love the crochet, but I have to leave this one. And then I found this Harry Potter broom, I guess it is, but it has damage. Put it back. And this is a Scentsy snail, and it's adorable. It was only $1, so I might put it on eBay, but it might be in the Whatnot auction. I grabbed the bag. I grabbed this bear. It's Yogi, so he's cute. I'm getting him. But this is the steal of the day right here. I looked in the glass cases. Carrie always has me look at bobbleheads. I looked this one up. It's only $5. And this thing sells for about $35 to $45. So that's my steal of the day.
So Vegas, based on what I've been told and based on what I'm experiencing, is kind of like a big little city, if that makes sense. So It's not the biggest city population-wise in the world, but it sprawls from Henderson to where I live like 35 miles. So there's several thrift stores all over the place. There's 2 DIs here. I'm on one side of the city, and then there's one on the other side of the city, which I'm not going to go to today. I'm going to hit a Savers around here. I'm going to try to avoid these Goodwills that suck. This is definitely a rad vintage, I'd say 80s, maybe early 90s Dan Marino jersey. Definitely something I would want to buy, but they're asking $30 for it. It goes for about that 27, 28, maybe a little bit more. So if I were to pick this up at even 10, maybe even 15, I would go for it. But at that price, it bums me out, but I had to pass. Here are some shoes. I'm looking at the shoes. I don't love shoes, but these are some Air Max, or no, Air Force Ones 1982 edition, I guess, like a throwback version. Pretty cool. They're $8. They just had too much wear on them, so I decided to pass on them. These are also Nike. They're Jordans. Just once again, not quite good enough because it was $20 for the pair. If this pair was like $10 or $8, I would have picked them up. This is kind of my dream scenario. All of these boxes of cards, and they're all newer Topps baseball, like 2021, 2019, 2020. There's a lot of good rookies from those years, so I'm going to check them out. Do you all remember the New Wave craze of a year or so back? I was picking them up all the time. They sold a little bit for parts, but I didn't do that well. That was a Flavor Wave, the competition. You know I'm desperate for something when I'm looking at stamps. One of the first things I ever learned to sell, $20 that bag, too much. I like to stay away from these bear statues and just, you know, Boyd's Bears, all that, not very good. And also $20, I think $25. That's a no-go for me. I was pretty stoked when I saw this San Jose Shark-looking jersey. Unfortunately, it's not a jersey. It's just like for some other team that used that logo. And I'm looking for just jerseys when I'm in this section. This is the sportswear section. And sometimes they will slip through. Like, this is nice. It looked nice, at least. This is a Cubs jersey. It's a kid's one. It's from like the mid-2000s, so it's not like the pattern that people are looking for. It's too small, and they want too much, so I had to pass. But that was close. That was close to what I'm looking for. You all know I looked through every one of those boxes of cards. There's one to the side I didn't because I gave up at the end, but there was like 7-8 boxes I went through. It was all newer stuff, like 2019 to 2021 baseball. What it looked like, and I don't know if you guys know what a breaker is, but a breaker is somebody who opens boxes and then will either send all the cards to the people based on if they bought a team or a division or something. But a lot of times they don't send the base cards out because people don't want to bother. It seemed like a lot of that because there was a ton of duplicates of everything. Or it was some sort of set builder that had extras. No rookies. So when you're looking through those boxes, look for stuff that looks really old, shiny, numbers, autographs, obvious stuff like that. Also look for the rookie logo. I didn't see any rookie stuff except for like one Trevor Lawrence randomly in the Allen and Ginter box. There wasn't enough to justify a $25 bill for that box though. And I wanted to buy these guys. I was looking for any excuse to buy them, but I did the right thing. I walked away. Days like this when you're out thrifting show you how important it is to have a death pile. But to be honest, thrifting is probably not the only way you want to source. And in these videos, I'm going to start branching out a little bit more, showing you other ways that you can source. I might start looking more at Facebook Marketplace, which I used to do all the time back in the day, go to auctions and go elsewhere. But at the moment, I'm not, desperate for stuff. So I'm not just buying anything. I have plenty of backlog, that I can go through. So I'm thankful for that. But I'm going to hit a Savers. I'm going to see if I have luck at this Savers down the road. So let's see what happens.
Okay, I completely look like a mess. I am at the other local thrift store here in St. George. This one right here. Let's go in and see if I can find anything. Straight to the plush section because you know I love my plushies. Now, they don't have a very big selection. I usually find Disney plushes here, but I'm not seeing any of that today. Just a bunch of small, random, like Ty Beanie Babies. Their small toys, are nothing compared to the Deseret Industries. There's lots of McDonald's, a lot of random, just a miscellaneous garbage, actually, is what it looks like today. Now, this shop used to be really cool. The prices were amazing. When I used to do furniture, I was getting like $5 tables, $10 desks, a bunch of home decor for nothing. They relocated, and now they put their stuff on Etsy and eBay. That's why you see all these tags on here, and the prices are ridiculous. They allow people to come in and shop directly, but you can see how much they're pricing it for online. I don't come here as often as I used to because the deals aren't very good, but you just never know. But nothing today.
We are here at Savers. You can see the stratosphere off in the distance. Let's see if we can have some luck here. I need it. This is definitely a pet peeve of mine. I understand why they do it. They put these games in bags, but you can't really check, number one, if the games are in there. I'm sure they are in this case, but you also can't check to see the condition. They could very well be scratched and not worth my time. I don't go and get them repaired usually. Debbie Mum was something I used to look for all the time. This set, $4. I could get 15. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. If there's one thing I hope you all get from this series of doing this every day, picking pretty much every day, going out and buying and looking for stuff, is that some days suck, guys. They just do, no matter how hard you try. I went through that Savers a couple times, and I was trying to find stuff because, you know, I didn't find anything. Either place, I didn't find anything. So obviously, I'm imagining I'm going to lose